We've been talking a lot about commitment lately over the last couple of weeks, particularly because it's just gone New Year's Eve and plenty of us made New Year's resolutions. But it's the end of January now, and I can guarantee that there'll be 90% of you out there that have already given up on those New Year's resolutions and thrown in the towel. But that doesn't mean you can't reset them. And I think a lot of the time we get a little bit, it's almost weird, the response we have to New Year's resolutions, that as soon as we don't meet them, which is, as I said, 90% of the time we don't, that we think, oh well, can't do anything about it yet, but we've still got 11 months of the year ahead of us to be able to make those changes in our life that we wanted to on New Year's Eve 2018 or 17 or 19. So here are 4 reasons or 4 key ways that you can recommit yourself to your goals and make them stick this time. The first one, guys, is get the right mindset. Success will only come your way with anything that you do in your life if you have or cultivate the right mindset to support your actions and support your goals. If you don't believe that you're ever going to lose those unwanted sticky kilos, that unwanted fat, if you don't believe you're ever going to be able to be a runner, well then there's a fair chance that you probably won't be. And that's the reality. If we start to recognize those inner demons, those mean girl stories, those beliefs, those subconscious beliefs that we have that are surrounding or impacting upon a goal that you've got, we're a first step to actually starting to overcome them. So what I need you to do, when you think about the goal that you've got set or you're setting for yourself right now, are there any major beliefs that are negative beliefs that surround that goal? Is there anything that automatically pops up into your head and goes, yeah, no, you're not going to be able to do that because of X, Y, and Z? Work out what that is, and then you need to start overcoming these. The ways that we do this is, firstly, look at it objectively. Is there any evidence at all that suggests that that is the case, if that's true? Guarantee there probably isn't. Secondly, then we need to change that belief or change that thought or change that little voice to a positive version. So I'm never going to lose those kilos. I'm going to feel amazing when I've lost the 5 kilos that I've set as a goal for myself this year. I know this sounds silly and woo-woo, but if you do that constantly, consistently, over time, you are going to change that belief completely. The second one is you need to refine your goals. A lot of the time we set these really big, hazy goals and they're 12 months, 2 years, even 6 months ahead of us. And to be honest, none of us can really think or put ourselves in a situation that's 6, 12, 18 months ahead of where we actually are right now. The most that we really can put ourselves in is 3 months, and even that's a stretch. So when it comes to setting your new goal, your New Year's resolution goal, whatever you want to call it, I need you to pick that goal. And it could be the 6 months in advance, but then you need to work back steps from that. So if my goal is to lose 10 kilos in 6 months, what then I want to be losing on average around about 5 or 6 kilos by 3 months in. Or let's take a different version. I want to run a marathon in a year's time. Great, well I need to be able to run half a marathon by halfway through this year. Excellent. So then what do I need to do within 3 months? Well, I probably need to be able to be comfortably running 10 kilometers a week, 2 or 3 times a week. Great. So then if I need to do that within 3 months, what do I need to do within the next month? I need to be building up to at least 5 kilometers a week, or 5 kilometers I can run in one sitting, and I need to be doing that 4 times a week. Excellent. So what do I need to be doing this week to make that happen? Right. Well, I need to start running. In general, I might need to go get new shoes, I might need to schedule in some time in my diary, but we need to start chunking our major goal into smaller bite-sized pieces. If we have a goal, then we can work out the actions behind that goal, and then we can actually meet that goal. But if I say I want to run a marathon in 6 months' time, great, what are my actions for that? Well, shit, there's a crap ton of actions that you need to do, and it's overwhelming and we give up on it. So chunk your goals down into smaller bite-sized pieces, things that you can actually see, they're tangible, you can feel them, you can touch them, you can see yourself this week going, right, okay, on Tuesday, 2 days time, I'm going to go out and I'm going to run 1 kilometer and walk 1 kilometer. On Thursday, I'm going to do the same, and then on Sunday, I'm going to run 2 kilometers. Great, you can do that. It's something that's doable. Does that make sense? Now, the third one, focus on what's important. And I think a lot of us forget when we set goals, what is actually the reason that we're setting these goals for? why are we setting these goals? And if it is to lose those sticky kilos, don't focus on losing the kilos, because that's a negative focus. I want to lose something. Focus on what you're gaining, the positive behind it, which is I'm gaining self-confidence. I'm going to feel amazing in those clothes. If it's to do a run, then it's not I'm going to focus on doing the run. I'm going to focus on how I'm going to feel when I cross that finish line. But make it a reason why. The why also might be, if I'm running more regularly, I'm fitter, so I'm able to run around with my kids. I'm able to enjoy spending time with the kids, or I'm not going to sit on the couch as much. I'm going to be a better mother. What is it that is underneath that goal? And there's a way to do this. Pick your goal, or your goals in front of you. Ask yourself why that goal. And then ask yourself why your answer to that question. And then do that 5 more times. So you're going down 5 levels, and you usually hit on the core reason why you got that goal in the first place. The 4th one, guys, 4th and final one, be accountable. And we've talked about this before. You can be accountable to yourself, great, but we are notorious for breaking our commitments to ourselves. That's the way that we're programmed, because if we are able to break commitments to ourselves, we're able to protect ourselves from failure effectively. So you need to be accountable to other people too. You need to have your family in on it, your friends in on it. You need to, if it's a fitness goal or a health related goal, get a coach or speak to your local instructor, someone that you care about, someone that knows you, someone that can say, hey, I'm going to pull you up when you're crap. This isn't what you said you were going to do. You know that you're just letting self-sabotage get in the way. Let's get back on the bandwagon and do this together. So if you're one of those people that lost their mojo at the start of the year, or have lost their mojo with their New Year's resolutions already, you haven't failed. You just set something in the heat of the moment, probably fueled by a lot of champagne at the time as well, and it really wasn't realistic. We've got Christmas behind us, we've got New Year's behind us, we've gone through January, and now we're back into real life. So let's start that process again. Let's look at the goal, and let's really focus on what is it that we want to achieve this year, and put down the processes that we've talked about just in this video in place to be able to do so.